So Train of Beersel is an internal favorite. It's a beer that we are very fond of, and I've had some great reception from the beer community at large over this beer. But it's another lambic inspired beer, so different than the Spontaneheim and Onus on Us types of beers. This is not a spontaneous beer. As a matter of fact, this is a beer full of thought and consciousness. It's a beer that was designed strictly to be a higher gravity lambic style beer. Higher gravity brewing, still a 60% malted barley, 40% unmalted wheat, aged hops, Teru house culture for fermentation, and then aged in newer used wine barrels. So in other words, wine barrels that aren't 100% neutral, but still have some oak to give. Oak influence is definitely one of the things we're looking for in this beer. So this is laid down in, barrels that are slightly more new to us. In other words, these barrels are not neutral by any means. We want oak presence. One of the things that sets this beer aside from traditional lambic style beers is that presence of oak. So that presence of oak and the complexity of this beer is what actually has been recognized by both GABF and World Beer Cup in the wood and barrel aged sour category. So that oak presence is a part of this beer. It's not by mistake. It's meant to be there, and it's meant to help differentiate this beer within our lambic style beer portfolio. So on the nose, like a lot of vanillin from the oak. So it's got an oak nose that has funk, horse blanket, and then again aged hops always brings me to kind of stinky cheeses. So that's all aromatically there. This beer does carry a higher acid level than the spontaneous beers we make. But it's super complex, and there's something about the tannic structure that the oak lends to beer that gives it a little bit different drinkability than, say, the ruse that we make or the spontaneous beers. A lot of stone fruit, a little bit of that olive tapenade. All in all, a great beer. Probably one of my favorite beers we make as far as picnic style beers.